you feel like all hope is gone, soldier, soldier on. If you feel like all hope is gone, dig deep, soldier on. I'll be here to catch you if you fall. Reach out, hold on. I know you're a fighter and you're so strong.
Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, and I thought I'd take a quick little drive. I know everybody's kind of been wanting to see a little video and my impressions of the interior stuff that I got done. So I'm going to go ahead and start talking about it, and kind of give you guys a little history about how I got started with JPM Coachworks and how I got in contact with them, and start from there. About a few weeks ago, I saw someone tag me on Instagram, and they tagged me in a thread about Alcantera boots, Alcantera like e-brake boots, shift boots, things like that. And I was really interested, and I said, wow, you know, it'd be really awesome to have like an Alcantera shift boot and armrest, this armrest right here. I reached out to the company, and they were very interested in getting into the S550 market a little bit more. So I thought, sure, why not? Let me sync up with them and maybe start talking to them, see if I can get some extra things done. And they were really interested in seeing my car. So I took it to them, and we kind of started brainstorming some ideas. Started asking them, hey, I would love to work on, I've always, like before on another car, I had like a carbon fiber headliner, carbon fiber door cards. It was nice, it looked good, but I thought, the one thing I really loved about the GT350 wheel was the Alcantara. The Alcantara felt really, really good in my hands, but the one problem with that steering wheel, like I said in one of my other blogs, was that the steering wheels was kind of narrow in the bolster area. So like around here, you can see my hands can kind of grip the wheel a lot better, and the bolsters are a lot thicker down here. So when I hold the wheel, it's a lot more comfortable to hold the wheel. One of my main goals when I was talking to JPM was I really, really wanted a custom wheel. I wanted to do the dash. I actually wanted to do the top of the dash as well, but I'll get to that a little bit later on why we didn't. I wanted to do the doors, I wanted to do the seats, the headliner, and the visors. So as you can tell, the visors are actually done as well, and they're also, let me try not to wreck, they're also hand stitched up top and around the back. So they did a really awesome job on that. So let me start with the dash and the problem we ran into with the dash. As you can see, remember on my previously the dash was all aluminum. Since it was all aluminum, it was going to be a little hard to wrap this piece, but originally this is not what I was wanting. I wanted to do the tops of the dash in Alcantara, and I wanted to leave the aluminum. But when JPM was starting to do the teardown, they told me that they weren't able to remove the dash. Well, they can remove the dash, but it's going to take a lot more labor because these don't actually pop out by themselves. They're actually a single piece of the dash. So when you take this off, All of this that you see above the console is actually one piece. The glove box is separate, but all the other stuff is one piece. So that makes it a lot more difficult, a lot more tedious to pull the dash apart and get these parts wrapped. So the alternative was taking the aluminum piece off, which on the track packs, this is aluminum. He used the military grade epoxy and got it to adhere, and we wrapped the headlight switch area. Anyway, so that's why the dash is wrapped the way it is. It was just a lot more simpler to get it done, a lot less labor to get this done. I got JPM to do the logo. I love their logo, and I want to support them for their sponsorship. So the console area was something that I was really worried about. I was like, you know, how are you going to wrap something like a console? Let me take this stuff out of the here. How are you going to wrap a console? I mean, there's so much like detail in the actual console area, a lot of bends and stuff, so it took a lot of labor. But another thing was, as you can see from the beginning of the video, the knee pads were custom stitched with leather and Alcantera, and it really makes the console pop. If you look at the beginning of the video, I kind of show you guys what that looks like. And also the GT350 knob itself, I ordered, and it came in and it was really nice, so I installed it. JPM tapped the knob for me to get it to work with mine. Feels awesome, no complaints. And yeah, and we decided not to do the Alcantera shift boot just because we wanted to break it up a little bit with so it's a different leather. This isn't the stock shift boot, and this isn't the stock stitching, so they use what's called a relicate leather, and it's a higher grade leather than what you would get in stock trim on most Fords. It's the same leather, relicate leather up top that you would find in Porsches and BMWs. So the wheel feels a lot more higher quality than you would get in stock form or even the 350 wheel. So the 350 wheel I had before had Alcantera from the top all the way to the sides, all the way to the, well, it stopped like about right here, and had a flat bottom wheel. Now, some people have asked me, do I miss the flat bottom wheel? I really don't. I really didn't even notice it too much. Like when I was turning, when I would turn the wheel like this, I guess I could notice it, but I don't miss it. Like I'm not like, oh man, I missed that flat bottom wheel. But if I had a 350 wheel, they would have just modified that one and made it the way I wanted. They had a custom white leather strip added here as well. They did the real nice stitching, the crosshatch stitching like you would find in most premium wheels. The bolsters are a lot thicker. So yeah, I mean, everything works properly, feels awesome. It's a real absolute pleasure to drive. Moving on to the door cards. As you can see, the door cards are very different. If you can look over here, one of the big things that I wanted to change with the doors was, one, add the Alcantera, but they also changed the leather on the arm pad area where your elbow would sit, and the padding has been increased. So the padding actually, it feels a lot thicker. It's a lot more comfortable to rest your arm on. Not that the stock was uncomfortable, but you know, it's a lot nicer to sit inside of the car. Now, the Alcantara seats, as you can see, the stitching, my name is embroidered on the seat as well, and the center stack and the center of the seats are Alcantara. And if I look really quick in the back seats are also wrapped as well, or they're replaced. The center stacks are replaced with Alcantara. Now, one of the things you notice is that the Alcantara isn't perforated, so that means that there's no holes for the air to flow through the seats as well. So someone had asked me, do the heated seats work as well? Do the cool seats work? I'll answer that in two parts. The heated seats don't heat up as much as the stock leather does. The stock leather has a perforation on it that allows the air to pass through. It's almost like a blower. Now the cool portion, I feel that it still works very close to stock. It cools me down. You know, it doesn't. JPM had asked me, they were like, you know, hey, do you want to retain your perforation, because you're going to lose a little bit of a heating aspect of the seats. You're going to lose a little bit of that. I didn't really care. Like, I just wanted a clean look inside the car, and it didn't bother me as much. But the heated seats still do work. They're not as hot. The cooled seats, I think, work pretty close to stock. To kind of continue some other things that I might be missing, I don't have a script for this, so I'm kind of just going over everything that I see in the car as I'm driving. They did the pillars from the A pillars. They carried them all the way back, so all the way to the back. Back window is wrapped in Alcantera as well. Sounds great in here. That's another thing too. JPM told me, they were like, when you're adding all this Alcantara, it's actually going to increase the sound dampening inside of the vehicle. So that's a big plus to having Alcantara in the car. Alcantara on the headliner, there's a lot more sound dampening in the vehicle itself. The cost of everything that you see inside my car, from the name embroidery on the actual seats, the Alcantara seats, the console, the dash, the headliners, the pillars, the doors, the retail price is around $5,000. I believe the exact amount is about $4,800 to do everything. Now, if you want to do like the headliner itself, if you want to do like an Alcantara headliner to match a 350 wheel, it's going to be around $500. Custom wheels like this one are around $650, $700. So you can pick and choose what you want to do. I wanted to kind of complete the whole package inside of my vehicle, so I did everything. And I really, if I had to do it again, I would totally do it again. I was kind of worried because it's a new car. And I was just a little worried. I was like, man, I don't want them ripping apart the interior. It's all brand new, when you remove stuff from the car, it's like, you break clips, things can happen. But JPM is super professional. They work on a lot more higher end cars than obviously my car, but I mean, they work on Porsche GT3s. If any of you guys follow Lee Kane, a lot of his Porsches are worked on there, a lot of the track vehicles, a lot of his personal vehicles. They've done a few RWB vehicles. They do a lot of high-end stuff, and I was super lucky to sync up with Joe, work with Joe at JPM. And if you guys have any questions, or you guys, whether you have a Mustang or another car, check out, just Google search JPM Coachworks. You'll pull up their website. I'll leave a comment in the description with their email address if you're interested in getting some pricing quotes, some things like that. But yeah, guys, hey, if you have any questions, if I missed anything in this video that you'd like to see, just give me a comment below, and I'll try to get that knocked out. The weather has gotten a lot better here recently, so I'm going to be able to do a lot more vlogging, a lot more stuff outside, and I've got some things planned that I need some help with some friends to get done for video. And we'll go ahead and take care of that. But yeah, if you have any comments, leave a comment below, and I'll get with you guys a little later. Thanks, and have a good day.